All right, we're going to get started on our City Council. On behalf of the City Council and City staff, I would like to welcome everyone here tonight. We'll call the meeting to order at 7:07. Please rise for the invocation. Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight thankful for all your many blessings. We ask you to be with this council as we make decisions that lead this city into the future. We pray that the decisions will be pleasant in your eyes. We ask you to be with our first responders, fire, police, and EMS. We ask you to be with our servicemen and women all around the world. We ask this in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Got a few announcements. Cell phones are to be turned off or placed on vibrate. No conversation or comments from the audience is permitted unless specifically called upon by the mayor. Please remain respectfully quiet. I'd like to welcome. All right.
Sorry.
I missed one. We got to have roll call.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Mayor Burgess.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Davey, absent. Councilmember Brayback. Present. Councilmember Wood.
Present.
Councilmember Scott. Present. Councilmember Hernandez.
Present. Thank you. Okay, we have a quorum. Moving along, I'd like to welcome our new city secretary, Ms. Glenn. She's here tonight. We're very proud to have you and want you to feel at home. We really appreciate you picking us. I'm not speaking to you. Couple other announcements I'd like to make if I can find them. These are my notes. Oh, here they are. We've got some good news this past week. We received, the council has been informed, but we received some funding, some grants that we've been applying for. These grants have been sought after for some of them for up to a year or more. And we received that water looping grant, which will allow us to bring water from Oak Street underneath the railroad tracks and across 67 and feed the business district over there. Right now, all we have is the one going down Hickory. And if there is a water issue, they have to turn the water off. Everything on that side of the track loses water. So, including City Hall. So, this is going to allow us to loop the water, which will give a redundancy system. It's a $250,000 grant. We also received a $180,000 beautification grant for Highway 67, and we've been told we're 90% sure we're going to get a secondary beautification grant in 2017. So, and that's going to beautify the trees, shrubs, bushes, and other decorative plants along the Venus corridor down 67. We also received a $150,000 park grant, which is going to also help not only beautify but improve our city park. I know some of the improvements, the walking trail needs improvement, the baseball diamonds and some of the equipment and just the aesthetics around the park. And so along with last month, Police Chief told us that he had applied for and received a $7,500 grant for body cameras. So that's 4 grants we received in the last couple of months, and it's all due to the efforts of our city administrator and her staff, these grants are tedious to apply for, long and drawn out, takes a lot of effort and time. And once you are awarded the grants, it ain't over then. You have to start documenting where all the money goes. So they want to make sure it goes to exactly what it was intended for. So it's a lot of work, but you know, for a small city, it helps us get things that we would take 5, 10 years or more to get. We had to do it just out of our own budget. So we appreciate everything y'all have done for us getting these grants and all the hard work and continued hard work you're going to do administrating these grants. So we appreciate that. I wanted to mention that on our website we have so much going on. This is another thing that our city administrator has done, is upgraded our website tremendously over the last year and a half. You know, not only do we have our ordinances and codes on the city website, we have the agenda for tonight was on there. As soon as it's approved by me, it goes onto the city website, and the minutes are on there. You know, as soon as they're approved by the council tonight, the February minutes will be put on the website. So, but the minutes are kind of, you know, they have the vote on there, they have the subject matter and the vote. But what she's done, starting last month, our city administrator, I say she started videotaping our council meetings. So if there's a reason you can't make the meeting, or you know, you can watch it, you know, go to the website and you can watch the meetings on through a video link on there. I think it's on YouTube, is it not? And you know, meetings can get drawn out and boring, but if there's like one specific issue or agenda item, or maybe two, that you want to see how the discussions went and questions asked, more than just who voted which way, you can go fast forward to that agenda item and listen to the discussion. So that is all done with the effort of more open government and information to our citizens. We have city text message alerts, which are not just for emergencies like bad weather, tornadoes, whatever. It also will inform you of activities going on in the city. We have the NEAT campaign, helping clean up the city. That was another brainchild of our city administrator. I mean, she ain't perfect, but she's doing a pretty good job. But anyway, I invite, and we also have Facebook. You can like us on Facebook. They have, the police has their Facebook, and I think our code enforcement animal control officer, James Halstead, uses it a lot. If he finds an animal, doesn't have a tag, don't know who it belongs to, he'll post it on Facebook to see if anybody recognizes the animal, so he can find the owner and get it back home to him. So, you know, this social media, modern technologies can be used for some wonderful things also, and I appreciate all the effort our staff is going to keep our citizens informed, and I would hope that everybody would utilize it as much as possible. The last thing is, we're in election season again. Seems like it comes around every year, because it does. Last year it was place 1 and 2 in the mayor's seat, and this year it's place 3, 4, and 5. And our Mayor Pro Tem, Mr. Davies, not here tonight, but his grandfather passed away. But he signed back up, and he's going unopposed, so we're going to have him for a couple more years. A good friend, council member John Hernandez, signed back up, and he's going unopposed. So we're going to have him for a couple more years. I think that'll make what, good, even 10?
This will make my 10th year.
10th year, so a lot of years of service.
Pays well.
We plan on doubling your salary.
So, no zeros.
Yeah, because you know, 10 times doesn't still nothing. But and then we have Ms. Jeannie Scott. She's serving the remaining term of Judy Faulkner, and she is graciously signed back up to run. But she does have an opponent, Mr. Chris Shellman. He served one term in place 2, and last year ran against me. So He has some experience, but Ms. Scott's been doing a fantastic job, so I hope whoever you want to vote for, you get out and vote. They're also going to have the school bond election, so there's more than enough reason to get out and cast your vote for the person of your choice and for, you know, whether you're for or against the school bond proposal. So that's coming up, but I wanted to mention that I appreciate everyone, including Ms. Prazak and Mr. Woods, for their service to the city and to the citizens. It takes a lot of special person to come out here and, you know, no matter what you do, sometimes it just feels like, you know, somebody's not going to be happy with you, but you do your best, and everybody's doing their best, and they're doing it for free. So I appreciate all their services.
Thank you.
Hey, you are moving along. We're going to go to the citizens' public comment period. I know we had at least one sign up, maybe more.
We've got one.
Huh? All right. First, we'll just go in order here. The first one, Mr. Plotkin.
Mr. Mayor, I
Thought of signing up for the other
Oh.
two public hearings.
Oh, okay, so you're good.
Thank you for
Okay,
this one, thank you, sir.
thank you.
Mayor,
Yes.
should read your little statement before anyone speaks. I didn't miss it.
I will. You're talking about the requirements? Yeah, the citizens may sign up before the meeting begins and will be allowed up to 5 minutes to address the mayor and council. No personal attacks on any elected official or city employee will be allowed. Okay. Bob, welcome. Yes, sir.
I just have questions about the property in front of Patriot Estates
Yes,
on
sir.
Highway 67. I understand there's a proposed liquor store going in, and whatever goes in there, the citizens of Patriot Estates would like to see a cement brick wall behind the plaza store, whatever, separating the neighborhood from that property. Also, any entrances should be directly onto 67 rather than on the side roads. So how do I go about proposing that or making sure that gets done with whatever business comes in there?
We have city ordinances. We'll be looking, whoever buys it, you know, and I've heard similar rumors, but, you know, I know people are looking at it, different people, not just the liquor store owner, but whoever ends up owning that will have to come to us to have it platted, and when we do that, then we'll look at what, yes. Huh?
It's citizen comment period.
Oh, well, he asked a question.
I know.
Well, I'm not supposed to comment, I was told, because it's city
You're not
comment, but just answer your question, go to City Hall, and
Okay.
they'll be able to help you.
So there's nothing sold yet, there's nothing in progress yet, so I don't have to worry about it.
Not to my knowledge.
Just go see on top of them. How about the roads in Patriot Estates? Are they part of City Venus roads, or are they private that we have to take care of them? So if something happened to the road, who takes care of it?
Can I answer?
The city, okay. So there's an issue we have with one spot that is not graded properly, and it causes a little late every time it rains.
Well, I guess if you're not gonna make a comment, the best thing to do is schedule a meeting, come down and talk to me at City Hall.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next. Ronald Herbson,
I actually don't have a comment at this time. Thank you.
you just
I do.
wanted to see if I could pronounce your name.
That's right.
Thank you. Stacy Wells?
Hi. I believe there's an agenda item number 15. It's an ordinance about sex offenders. I'm in favor of keeping currently what we have in place. I believe that safety planning was probably done in a previous council time, and they probably gave it heavy thought and discussion around reasoning to even activate such an ordinance. Therefore, putting it in place, and I'm not sure, I think it's 1,000 foot away, sex offenders are expected to be 1,000 foot away from parks. I haven't had time to pull your ordinance out of the city, so I'm making a comment. I know you probably don't have the answer to that, but I think it's what it is.
I do, but they won't let me do it.
Okay, but anyways, I would like for it to remain that level of 1,000 foot. It currently serves as protection, a level of protection, not complete protection, but it does serve as a protection. It gives a less vulnerable situation to dangerous criminals, and also it removes the possibility of temptation if they're that length away from a park. So I would like for us to keep what we have if that does come up for vote tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. And that was the last one on the public comment section, so we will move along to the consent agenda. All matters listed in the consent agenda are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted upon by one motion. There will not be separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. Under the consent agenda tonight, we have approval of the minutes of the February 8th, 2016 public hearing and city council meeting. And second, ratify the payment of bills for the month of February 2016. Is there any comments or questions? Okay. I'll get back to that in just a minute. Okay. Let's finish the consent agenda, then I'll go back to that. That's where I've already read it all. I don't want to reread it. Any comments or questions on the consent agenda?
The bills that you signed this month or this week, they're not on here until next month, is that correct?
Anything else?
No, sir.
Well, if there's no other comments or questions, I'll open the floor for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Motion by President, second. Second by Ms. Scott, all in favor? All in favor, none opposed, motion carries. And we have the swearing-in ceremony of the City Secretary Kathy Glenn, oath of office, Form 2204, and statement of office, Form 2201. Now, I believe I have to do this.
So you get to do this once you're official. I don't have to do it.
I can hardly wait.
I bet.
Does it matter which one I do first?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. We'll do the oath of office.
Okay.
In the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, I, Kathy Glenn,
I, Kathy Glenn,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office
that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office
of the City Secretary of Venus
of City Secretary of Venus
of the state of Texas
of the state of Texas
and will to the best of my ability
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of the state,
and of this state,
so help me God.
so help me God. Thank
Oath of
you.
office. This is the statement of office. I, Kathy Glenn,
I, Kathy Glenn,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I have not directly
that I have not directly
or indirectly
or indirectly
paid, offered, or promised
paid, offered, or promised
to
to pay,
contribute, or promise to contribute any money
contributed, or promised to contribute any money
or things of value,
or things of value,
or promise any public office
or promised any public office
or employment for the giving
or employment for the giving
or withholding of a vote
or withholding of a vote
at the election at which I was elected or as a reward
I was elected or as a reward
to secure my appointment or confirmation,
to secure my appointment or confirmation,
whichever the case may be.
whichever the case may be.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's the same thing we have to do when we get elected. If you're not elected, you was appointed.
Exactly.
I have to be working with the attorney on that.
Thank you.
He's a city official, yeah, city secretary, it's in the Constitution.
Well, she
Okay.
wasn't elected.
It's or appointed.
Or appointed, okay. It just covers everything. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I wouldn't make this up.
Couldn't, yeah, you couldn't make this up if you wanted to. You shouldn't get a Grammy on YouTube for this one. Okay. Running along. Items for individual discussion. Discuss and consider approval of a lot size variance request for 5 lots on Pine Street between West 3rd Street and West 4th Street by Robert Hill. Come on, sir. Come see me. You ain't seen me in a while, come see me.
How you doing?
All right, how are you?
Mayor, city council members. It's a lot, bought the block on Pine Street in between 3rd and 4th. And I think in the original plat, it's 3 lots that are 100 by 140. And I'm trying to have a variance to replat them for 5 lots from 60 wide by 140. Still puts us over the 8,000 square feet. It's 8,400 square feet.
Okay, right. You said there were 4 lots right now at 100
Three.
by 103.
3 lots, Mayor.
3 lots at
100 by 140, I believe.
And you wanted to change them to
5 lots.
5 lots?
60 by 140.
And that would still put you well over the 8,000 square
Makes them
feet.
8,400 square feet.
About 400 over.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is this property is located just, it'd be north to me of the bus barn on 4th
I
Street?
think it's north of the church, would be west of the bus barn.
Well,
It's
I think.
Walker's place.
Mhm.
So that's church and Holly.
Yeah. Okay.
Where is it at?
Down there, behind the house on the corner of Hickory and, 4th. And it's those lots behind that house to the.
Facing the parking, facing the parking lot. Is it facing the parking lot there?
Facing the parking lot of the church.
Right, the church, the Galilee church, right?
Right, yeah, yeah.
So you own the property, Mr. Aaron?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you've already bought the property?
Yes, sir.
And your intention is to build
Build houses on it.
similar to what's next door to me?
Yes, sir.
And I see no problem. We still meet the city's minimum on the, lot square footage. Any questions that you have?
So you would be putting 5 homes?
Yes, ma'am.
Putting 5 homes?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else? Mr. Wood? Scott?
So these are gonna be rental properties for you, right?
Yes, ma'am. I may sell them, I'm not sure. They're either gonna be rental properties or I'm gonna sell them.
So how big are the houses that you plan on putting on these?
5.
I mean, what's square foot?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What size?
1,250 minimum. Probably gonna be around 1,250. So I think, 2 of those were 1,256 and then the other 2 were 1,280 something.
So that would be similar to those. I mean, they have to make a big minimum of 12.
No, just trying to figure out, that'll put a home about 40 foot wide.
Yes, sir.
40 by whatever, aiming for
I think the side yards are it's on the corners is 15 feet, but I think the rest of the side yard is 7.5 feet. But the ones we had over on Locust were on 50-foot wide. So, and these are gonna be 10 feet wider than those.
Yeah, I remember we had to do a variance on the ones over
Yes.
on Locust.
Yeah, they were 50 by 150.
Because they didn't quite make, couldn't get the house on there you wanted, you still have the 8-foot requirement. So we did a variance on that.
Yes, sir.
But these wouldn't need that same variance because you have a master room.
So what is the city ordinance? The size of lot?
Is 80 by 100, which is 8,000 square feet. So you're doing 60 by, what was the other number?
60 by 140.
So 80, it's still gonna be over the minimum square footage, it's just laid out
It's just.
in a different shape.
It just shaped different.
Nothing else? No, we do, I'm sorry, we do have,
We have a new sewer line there in North Alleyway. The only thing is that I see is there's no blacktop on that road, the frontage.
I think the other problem is, and it don't really have anything to do with this, but if you look at that road and you look at the plat, the street that goes down in front of Third and Second is over a little bit further than this one. This dirt road that's in front of my street is more in the church parking lot, actually.
Yeah.
And if you look at my property lines, I've had him stake them over there. The ditch line is a long ways from the road. I think they've got the gravel road is over.
It's all centered
I
from the
think it's
original
over,
plan.
I think it's over in the church's parking lot, to be honest with you, but because the ditch line in front of my property it looks like another 50 feet over to the road. It's way over there, so. And if you look down the road, it's not in line with the
Not
road.
lined up.
Yes, sir.
so the utilities, you're not gonna be.
Utilities are in the alley. Well, the water, I'm not sure where the water is, but the sewer's in the alley behind it.
Yeah, Steve just said there was a new sewer line there, but what
Well,
about the
it's,
water?
On 4th Street, it's a 2-inch line that goes down all the way to the school, where the buses, when they park the buses there. Yeah, but there's there's a 6-inch line, on Hickory. And we can, yes, we can bring water over there. I mean, even if there's no water right there, we're gonna have to, if it's gonna put houses
But
there.
it wouldn't be a major or whatever.
Well, it'll be laying, probably a 2-inch line to fit these houses there, we're gonna have to tie it in into the 6, but, that's part of our business.
That's what we paid for.
Yes.
So connecting 5 family homes there would be all right with the wastewater?
Oh, yeah, we got a brand new 6-inch sewer line that goes on that alleyway, they just did that. The last grant that we have, they put a new sewer line there, so.
Anything?
No, sir, thank you.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, sir.
All righty then, I'll open the floor for a motion to approve the variance and lot sizes on Pine Street.
Make a motion, we approve the lot size variance request for 5 lots on Pine Street between West Third and West 4th Street by Robert Hill.
Have a motion by Ms. Prezak, second by Mr. Hernandez, all in favor? All in favor, none opposed, motion carries.
Thank you, sir.
Good deal. Discussion and consider approval of final plat for Robert Hill for the 5 lots located on Pine Street between 3rd and 4th Street. So, do we have, that was one of the ones you gave me earlier, this one?
That's the folded one, sorry. The folded one, I brought like 3 of them.
Got it amongst all the stuff. So this is to replat it to the 5, right?
Yes,
And this is not the preliminary, this is the final plat.
yes,
that
it's
be
been
approved.
through everything.
The engineers have approved it all, the drainage and.
Yes,
What about, has he done the engineering plans?
no,
Yes.
just that we're at the plat right now.
Plat.
It's the final plat.
So is the drainage in the engineering plan part of it or is it in the platform?
I believe that's in the construction plans, the whole, I mean, we're not there yet.
Right. Ms. Hill, do you have anything you'd like to maybe enlighten us on this? I mean, you may be more familiar with what we're looking at than we are.
If you have any questions on it, something other than that, I think it's a standard 25-foot setback. Side yards, 15 feet on the corner,
5 yards, what do you mean 5 yards?
25 yards, 25 yard setback for the front and 15 on the corners. And I was under the impression it's 7.5 on the inside side lots. But that was what the ordinance says, I believe. But I've got it, doesn't matter where we all want it to be, it can be.
Well, I thought it was 8, but that's, you know, I could be mistaken. I don't deal with it on a day-to-day basis, the ordinance part of it. But, do you have any questions? Scott?
No, but that's, he has to come back to us to get the approval to put the houses in within variance. So,
What are you talking about, Darren?
the footage on the side of the boundary lines, on the sidelines.
Yeah, doesn't necessarily have to come back to us again unless he's asking for a variance.
Yeah, right now, he can stay within what the city ordinance is, and we're all right. But if he comes back, he wants it within 5 foot away from the boundary line, he'll have to come.
Yeah, then he has to come back for a variance, but he, right now, he's not planning on doing it.
Correct.
He has enough room that he shouldn't have to do that. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay, is everybody happy with that? So I'll also floor for a motion to approve the final plats for Robert Hill for the Pine Street Development Project.
I'll make the motion to approve the final plan for Robert Hill.
I have a motion by Mr. Hernandez, second. Second by Ms. Scott, all in favor? All in favor, none opposed, motion carried.
Thank you very much.
Sir. Discussion and consider approval of final plat for an ETJ property located at Gentry Acre, Lot 1, Block 1, 0.8799 acres for Stevens Crew with United Built Homes. This is out in our ETJ. I believe this is the one that is rolled up here. We have been in charge for years by the county of keeping track of the flats. Now, most of all the other building and construction requirements are done through the county, but anything in our ETJ is our responsibility to plat it. So, you want to discuss what this is about, or do we have him here?
Yes, Mr. Cruz is
Come
here.
forward, come over and talk to us, explain to us what we're looking at, what we're trying to do.
This is just a 1 acre cutout to provide an opportunity to build a home for a family.
Okay, what's this road right here?
May I approach?
Yes, yes, sure. What's this road right here? I mean, I'd say this is 1807.
This is
this a private road?
211 right here, it's County Road 211.
County Road
This is
211.
County Road.
Okay, okay. I just didn't see it on here. 211, I know it was a private road.
Yes, sir.
And so right now, this is just platted open ground, right?
Yes, sir, one person owns all this here.
It's only 1 acre. All right. Well, Ms. Stubb.
I'm sorry.
Hi. Do you have any idea, I know we're doing those new zoning and planning maps.
Right.
Was there any intentions in any future zoning out in this area that this might affect?
Not that I know of. No, that's, as far as I can see on the map, everything out there is just houses right now.
Okay, so there was, I was just want to make sure they wasn't going to designate this open territory as maybe something of large commercial or something like that.
I don't
And
see
this
it.
would affect,
Not in the direct area right now. There's just other houses out there. I mean,
Okay.
there's always the potential with it being an ETJ that,
so how big a lot is it, 300 acres you said?
1 acre.
No, I'm talking about the 1 acre you're building on, you want
No,
replanting.
there's,
But how big is the whole land mass that you're buying from? Is he on 300 acres, 100
no,
acres?
sir, he owns, 26, I believe.
26 acres, so this would be 1 acre out of 26. Gene? Meeting number 2? Mr. Hernandez?
I'm trying to figure exactly where this location is.
Can you give us a little more idea? I mean, people are not really familiar with the street name, numbers, exactly where this is at. Do you go out 109 or?
Well, I normally go up and go 1 exit past 67 here on 35 South, get off on the next exit, which is, I'm trying to think of that street. But anyway, you know where the Shell station is there on the corner? You come off right on the service road, you go back by the schools and everything, and it tees into 1807. Hang a right on 1807, you go about 6-7 miles out, you take a left on County Road 211.
So it's past the prison.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's west, that's Kentucky.
Yeah, it's way out in the country.
211 is the next road past 213.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you go out 1807 past the prison, you got 213, that little S curve. The next road is 211.
211, okay, I know where we're at now.
Yeah.
Way over there.
There's a nice one down there already built.
There's some nice homes out there.
So, any additional questions? All right, thank you. I'll open the floor to approve the replatting of lot 1, block 1, 0.8799 acres for Stevens Cruz with United Built Homes on the entry.
But if we approve this, do we have to furnish additional water?
No.
You might get water from Mountain Creek.
He could not get out of Mount Payne, he's on a 1 acre tract, so, that will fit the, county's requirements of, septic system.
Just making sure.
Not until they are annexed into the city will we have that problem. The floor is open for a motion.
Make a motion to approve the final plat for the ETJ property located at 10 acres, lot 1, block 1, for Stephen Creek and United Built Homes.
Motion by Ms. Prezak, second. Second by Mr. Hernandez, all in favor? All in favor, none opposed? Motion carries. Bill Dawson.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Number 6, discuss and consider approval of a fee waiver request for Venus Independence pre-kindergarten and kindergarten Tuesday, May 17th, 2016, restoration day from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. by Diana Nesbitt.
She's here. She submitted the letter that's in your packet. I don't know if didn't say if she's gonna be here or not.
Okay, well, let's look at the letter. It didn't say, but I'm sure it's for the Civic Center.
Yes, it is, yes.
The policy we passed, anyone that wants a rate reduction up to and including for free has to come before the council and get passed by a majority vote of the council. So, any questions?
Mayor, when they used it last year, did we charge them?
I don't know that they, did
It
they?
says.
It said they used it last year, but I go,
And we were like to wait this year if we thought that was beneficial.
I don't know if they did or not. Just, you might want to consider that the school has a lot of buildings, and also the Civic Center fees, we budget for revenue off of that. So every time a fee is waived for the Civic Center, we're eating that basically. That money that we're projecting to make revenue off of, the city has been losing every time.
the citizens have to pay
It comes out
for
of
somebody
taxpayer
else's
dollars.
usage of the civic center.
Exactly.
Now, I understand this is for the kids of Venus and the school district of Venus, and everybody has a worthy cause, but at some point, you know, we waive everybody's request, and we might as well just take the lock off. But, you know, as always, it's hard to say no to the kids. So, it's council's decision. It used to be mine, but now it's y'all. Have fun.
I'm surprised they're not using their facilities.
Yeah, I mean, they have cafes, I mean, cafeterias, they have
That's why I'm.
gymnasiums, I think it's convenience
I
and,
think they want a central location, everybody knows where the Civic Center is.
yeah,
And
and
then
it's,
not to back up the school traffic and so forth.
well, I don't know what they're thinking is, but.
See, also, if you look at that last line, it says, while not interrupting the daily operations of our campuses. I think when they have a lot of people coming and going to the campus, they've got to register them in and all that. It makes it a lot easier for them if they don't have to have the people go through security, each person to come in. And we've been working with the school district very hard recently to build bridges.
Yeah,
and
so
make
we
the
have
city
done
and the
that.
school
Chief has been
district,
going out of
partners
his
in
way
the
to try
community.
to, repair some of the damage that's been done over many years, so, I'm all for making a stand. I just don't know if this is the time to do it.
No, I stand behind the fact that it's community involvement, and if it has to do with the community, I think we need to get our revenue, and if somebody wants to do a wedding or a party or something like that, but, you know, that's just my opinion. It is for the kids, it is a community thing.
What would the fee be if we didn't waive
reduced
that?
it.
The full fee is what, 150?
Yeah, do what? What was the full fee?
Full fee depends on how many hours.
Well, yeah, if you use it more than two.
That's $100. It's first, yeah, for the first 2 hours, and then
So just say.
$100 for the first 2 hours.
And then $35 for each additional hour, plus the deposit.
Mm-hmm.
And the deposit's $350?
Mm-hmm. And then they get that back as well.
It's totally refundable on the elevators on the,
Yeah.
so you're looking at 100 and, maybe I used 4 hours, $70.
So using 12-hour day.
Oh, they're going to 12-hour days? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's up.
Wow, okay. So,
Do we have anything going on that particular day at the Civic Center?
No, I believe that that's open right now.
Okay.
when does early voting start?
April 25th.
Yeah, the election day is May 7th, so there's no interference
So that's
there.
gonna be after the election?
Right.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, Jeannie?
No, I think we need to have a good partnership with the school district and the city.
But I do think that we should go ahead and get a deposit and let them understand that, hey, we just want a deposit just to secure if there's any damages or whatever. But then if there's no damages, then you get your deposit back, just for our safety. And
I think that
our costs.
also.
I think that was
That
part
would
of the
be fair
original
enough.
I
agreement,
agree.
that we waive the fees, but not the security deposit. So, if everybody's in agreement, I need a motion, to waive the fees, but not the security deposit.
I'll make a motion to waive the fees and not the security deposit for the Venus ISD for May the 17th, from 7 till 7.
All right, got a motion by Mr. Hernandez, second. Second by Ms. Scott, all in favor? All in favor, none opposed, motion carries. Number 7, discussion, consider approval of shared cost expenditures requested by Fire Chief Allen for a new fire truck. Chief, I know we discussed this before, but I think you got some updated figures for us.
Yes, Councilman Wood wanted some more definite figures. Here's the complete specs on it. I only had 2 copies because they're like 40 pages long.
Wow.
Here is an actual drawing and the financial figures on the second sheet. And if anyone has a hard time seeing it, I've got, if you're blind like me, I got a big one. So if anybody wants it, you're more welcome to look at it. I do too, it's still hard to see.
It still gets hard sometimes.
Them little drawings are hard.
So, do you have more of a definite time frame yet, or are you still looking at?
It's still, from whenever we decide to go with the truck, the first payment will be due in a year from then, so it'll be in next year's budget. And it's like a 9-month lead time on the actual delivery of the truck.
So, you'll have.
So it'll be a 2017 model probably, somewhere around there.
And you should have it in your possession 3 months before the first payment's due?
Yep.
Approximately?
Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, Councilman Woods said something about the price on them. You know, the big truck, the big engine we have over here, we've got 2 other departments that are currently looking at buying another one of those that bought back when we did. And the price on those have gone up to right at about $500,000 for one. It's,
And we
so
pay.
I thought this was a little high, this is cheap compared to that.
And how much did you pay for that one when you bought it?
360, somewhere around there.
So right now, how many fire trucks do we have?
Currently, we have an engine, a tanker, 2 brush trucks, a rescue, and a command vehicle. And this will be replacing the rescue. The rescue we have now, it has a small pump on it, carries about 300 gallons of water. It doesn't have air packs on it, it doesn't have any ladders, no fans, no saws, nothing for a fire. It's more for medical calls, car wrecks, stuff of that nature. So if we're out on a medical call in it and we get a house fire, we have to come all the way back to the station and change trucks in order to switch out and go back out. This truck here will take its place. It'll be ran on car wrecks, medical calls. The good thing about it, it has the air packs that are built into the seats. It's got all our ladders, just like a big truck does. It has fans, it has tools, it's got our extrication tools will be on it, plus all of our medical equipment. So if we were in the homesteads and we had a fire in Patriot Estates, we could come back and go straight to the fire. We wouldn't have to come back to the station and change trucks. That's one of the benefits that we.
And what would you do with the other truck?
We're gonna sell it, and whatever I get out of it, it's gonna be put down on this truck. So the payment could go down even less than that.
You know, I'm gonna say that it, depending on what you get out of it, it could reduce the cost.
Yeah. Yeah. That's putting about, I figure about $30,000 is what we're gonna put down on this new truck, which is what is in the figures here. So we may be able to put a little more down. This would be the max price, I should say.
Okay.
It might come in a little cheaper.
So what, if it was approved tonight, what kind of time frame is the fire department gonna push for? I mean, you looking at maybe
We go
another
ahead
month
and
or-
give the okay later this month. The fire department hasn't voted to officially approve this until we were waiting to see if y'all would split the cost with us. If y'all do, everybody wants to go ahead and do it. We were just waiting on y'all.
Right. Questions, Ms. President? Roger, you still reviewing?
I'm still looking.
Okay, I'll come back to you.
How long will this truck last? When are we gonna have to buy
About
another one?
15 years.
15 years, and then we're gonna go into debt again?
Well, 15 years, we're probably gonna have a whole lot more equipment between now and then.
Yeah.
Not gonna just gonna have 3 or 4
Most
people.
bigger departments run a truck every 10 years. Every 10 years they buy a new truck.
How old is the one that you're looking to get rid of?
It is,
7, 8,
no, it's 12, 13 years
12,
old.
13?
Do you have
And,
any potential buyers for it right now?
well, we have a couple different options. We can either sell it to like a used fire truck company, or this company, Metro Fire, they contract with Brindle Mountain, which sells used fire equipment. And we can either trade it in and see what Brindle Mountain will give us for it, and they'll take that off the price of the truck, or we can keep it, order it separate, and see what we can sell it separately, like we did with the old one. Most of the time, the easiest way to do it with accountability for the money and everything is just to trade it in on the new truck.
You don't have to worry about the hassle of trying to sell
Yeah,
it.
because we're limited on who we can sell it to. We can't just sell it to an
Exactly.
individual.
Well, that's good to know you can't sell it to an individual.
We're going on private fire.
It's kind of like y'all, so it tax money, so you can't just sell it to anybody.
Good.
Anything else?
No.
Grandma?
I noticed the other fire trucks, you've been doing good getting grants. Have you had any luck with this one?
No. The grant that I have gotten, I got a $165,000 grant that we used to pay for the tanker. The engines, about the only grant you can get for like to replace an engine like this would be through FEMA for the, and it's a lot harder, it's very hard to get a apparatus grant for them because it looks at how old your equipment is, which most of our equipment's pretty new. We've been doing real good. So what I try to do is focus most of my grants on equipment, whether it's personal protective equipment for my firefighters, or, we got grants for wildland gear. We've had grants for our compressor to fill our air packs with. We bought all new air packs. We got a grant on, so we've probably gotten, I've gotten probably about 600,000 grants. So instead of spending my money on that stuff, I try to save my money and spend it on the apparatus it's almost impossible to get a grant unless you got all your trucks for 15 years old.
Good.
Okay, so possibly trading the old pump truck, correct?
It's a rescue. It's a medium-sized rescue. It's on a F-650 chassis.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger than what we need anyway, especially for no more than it does. I mean, what it carries.
Okay. And it says option 1 on here, was there an option 2 or?
No. No, I originally talked to them about maybe a 15-year note, but they can't do a 15-year note, he said, with that cab and chassis combination. Most they would go with a 10-year note.
And the truck that you just paid off, how long have you had that one?
The ones we just paid off were our brush trucks. They were about 10 years old.
Okay.
So, but, they're good for, we've got 2 brush trucks, so, we'll probably get another 10 years out of those. I'm still currently paying on the new engine that we bought 3-4 years ago. And that's the only apparatus we have financed right now.
So this will be an addition one to that one, right? Okay. And you're looking from city to go halves?
I'd like to, yeah.
wouldn't start for another year, correct?
12 months from the time we set the financing up, yes.
In 12 months, will we have more revenue coming in from homes on taxes, property taxes?
I hope
Are we
so.
getting new homes this year?
We're projected to.
Okay.
They're building new homes now, as long as the property value holds and don't have a bubble, but.
Right.
But-
Hard to predict.
So it says
that far in
payment
advance.
It's a year.
That's per year,
Per year,
right?
yes, per year.
Then our part would be half of the 27?
Yeah.
Okay.
13,661, and some change.
So you don't make monthly payment, you just make a year.
Yeah, all right. Everything like this is paid yearly.
I don't have any other questions, no. Anything else? Well, if nobody has any other questions, I'll open the floor for motion to consider approval of the shared cost at a 50/50 expenditure for the new fire truck.
I'll make a motion to approve the share cost 50/50 with the fire department on this new fire truck.
Motion made by Mr. Hernandez, second. Second by Mr. Wood, all in favor? All in favor, none opposed?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Number 8, discussion and consider approval of resolution 02/2016. Resolution authorizing an agreement between the City of Venus and the Texas Department of Transportation for the construction of a gateway monument sign on State Highway 67. I'll let you.
Yeah,
Tell us
all the
about this.
signs are behind the tab on number 8, and the resolution is back there. This is a requirement of TxDOT. They require the resolution be adopted,
Is that for our
and,
city signs that we're wanting to put up
yes,
there?
yes, and that's what the large, plans in front of you, yes, ma'am. TxDOT also requires that, so those have been engineered plans for placement of the monument signs. And then also behind the tab, I took an actual picture, just where they staked out where the signs are gonna be, so you could see it, a little bit closer. And then there's what the sign will look like, is also behind the tab.
That's gonna be aluminum.
No, it's a very heavy foam board, and they've got, they're very heavy, they're not like styrofoam or anything. They've got, signs in place that have been there 25 years. They're very durable.
They don't fade.
Nope, they do not fade.
You have a warranty on them.
I don't know about warranty, I'll have to ask about
Does it,
the warranty.
What about the bottom half of the sign?
Well, it's gonna be put in with, it's gonna be anchored into the ground, and then that's where the TxDOT, green ribbon funding is gonna come in, and they're gonna put trees and plants and things like that. We can landscape if we wanted to add brick around the bottom of it, we can. This doesn't come with brick or anything, so it's just gonna be, anchored with steel rods into the ground.
All the funding's coming from the grant?
Do what?
All the funding's coming from the grant?
No, this is, 4B approved in their, economic development, the funding for the actual purchase of the signs. And then the landscaping is gonna be paid for by TxDOT green ribbon funding.
April, that sample contract you sent over,
This, council back into session at 10:28. Is there any action to be taken from executive session? Floor is open for a motion to approve ordinance 429-2016. Trying to keep it simple. Ordinance. Approve ordinance 429-2016. Anyone?
I'll make a motion to approve 429-2016.
Have a motion by Councilman Hernandez,
Even though I don't agree.
second.
The motion to approve is the ordinance repealing.
Yes, we got that, Cass.
Well, Jeannie was inquiring, we were talking by eyes.
Yeah, this is the ordinance to repeal ordinance 322-2006, which was the sex offender ordinance. The second?
I'll second it.
Second by Ms. Prazak, all in favor? Opposed?
I'm gonna oppose it.
Abstain.
Abstain? Motion carries 2-1-1. I'm glad you abstained, or I would have had to vote, and then I would have been a bad guy.
Sorry.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, we'll be the bad people.
I think we need to come up with something good to put on there, I just can't write this.
Yeah. Work day.
All right, I'm during this meeting at 10:31.